Hey, good day, friends. I am preparing to head out and go on a local geopathic dowsing gig. And I just wanted to share with you a little bit of my setup here before I head out. I've got a bundle of L rods here, a smudge stick made of local cedar, and I'm excited to get after this work. I'm going to be applying remedy in the method that is taught by Slim Sperling and is widely practiced in feng shui, taught around the world, basically some geomancy. I'm excited to get after it. This is what I've been up to lately, doing a lot of these jobs, doing a lot of practice around my house where I live, and it's been wonderful. Can't wait to continue growing this skill. All right, so I just arrived at the client's house and I am getting ready to begin the dowsing work. Already taken a bit of a walk around, but here's my setup. Got the L rods and a nice rubber mallet to knock them in once I isolate the lines. But yeah, really looking forward to this job. It's a nice day out for it. Soil's still a little moist from last rain, so these rods should slide in nicely. Additionally, we are coming up on the quarter moon in the waxing side of things, so the lines are still small. When you get closer to the full moon, the lines can expand a little and makes it a little bit harder to narrow them down exactly. So as I'm here putting in the corrections, I located one of the geopathic stress lines that was passing through the property, and I attempted an initial correction that didn't quite take. The rod just wasn't sinking down into the soil quickly. So I moved forward a little bit on the line, and I found a spot that was a little better suited for the correction. And as soon as the rod touched the ground, it started raining. And there's a couple things I want to point out about this rain pattern. First of all, it's a quick shower. It's just now finishing up. It drizzled for about 10 minutes or so. Secondly, the raindrops are widely spaced apart. Now, this is typically a sign that there is an energetic discharge going on, and in this case, it's due to the geopathic stress of the area being corrected. The energy is able to flow now, and this affects all aspects of the environment, not just electromagnetic angles, but it can also reach up into the atmosphere, and especially when corrections are done near power lines, which this one was, it can have a profound effect on the atmosphere, the moisture in the atmosphere, changing the ionic charge of the atmosphere. And so that's what brought about this quick little shower with the widely spaced drops. So my client actually happened to have some biogeometry signatures and tools already, and I'm gonna help her install a couple of these to correct some of the things like the incoming power, the HVAC unit, and some psychic energy lines that are basically coming from some of the neighbors. It's really fortunate that she had these, and it's almost like a divine lining up, the divine timing. So we continue. All right, so installing a couple of these L66 biogeometry signatures on the main breaker circuit in the house. Thank you. Got one up here at the top, right beside the main incoming power, and another down here at the bottom. And that should help out this panel quite a lot. So we also have some of these little cards, these biogeometry cards. This one, E for electrical. We're gonna put this on the back of the incoming power. There's the biogeometry plate and our incoming power in the back of the breaker box. See the flash running across it with all those different colors, so you can tell that it's interacting with the light. Okay, so I'm starting to get close to the end of the dowsing here. I've gone around and found about 14 or 15 lines, and I'm just working on the last couple here, going from inside of the house now. So as I practice, I hold the rods like so, walk forwards, and as I come across the energy line, they split open. So the rods split open. As I step back, they're going to pull forwards again. As I step into the line, they split open. I step through, they break around to the back. So to correct this line, we are going to go out the front door. Thank you. And as you can see, a couple signatures of this energy line. There's a paint splotch here, and as you come up this side of the railing and the banister, the paint is all damaged and destroyed. You look out into the yard, there's some bags lying there. We come across to the other side, it's spotless. These were done at the same time. For some reason, one side is all splotched up and the other side is perfectly fine. So we are going to go ahead and put this correction in. So I create the staple, bending the other side over to match the handle, and when the remedy is applied, the dowsing rod should flow smoothly into the soil. There should be almost no resistance if you're at the right spot. You want the rod to simply smoothly flow down into the soil. And what that's going to show you is you found the area of least resistance where you can make the correction. So hopefully this cleans up the geopathic line that was running right through the house, right through the offices of the house, and my client can get some better focus and better rest. So here we go. This is one of the corrections that I made. You can see the staple right here, and if we look across the street, we find a transformer on a diagonal running right across the street. Underneath you can see a little bit of frost damage, and if we come around, we run along this line, there's a big pile of mulch right in front of the house that my client hasn't been able to deal with. We look a little further up, there's some staining on the roof, and it lines right up with the chimney running back through the house. So hopefully all of that will get cleared up very quickly. So to properly apply the correction, I'm just gonna lightly tap with my rubber mallet, both sides, work it in, and then I'm going to apply some heavier strikes and just sink this correction right below the surface of the soil and cover it back up. And that should stay undisturbed for, hopefully, for a long time. So here's the HVAC unit and the meter. Now my client already has this grounded with a mesh. I do think grounding is okay. I wouldn't recommend shield without it being grounded. And so what we did to help with this is we just popped one of these little biogeometry plates in here, and that should really help with the energy in the entire house. It should structure and modulate the energy. Additionally, on this HVAC unit, I placed a temporary correction here. This one we can't hammer in due to its position, but I did dowse to see if this correction was effective, and it seems to be blocking the line coming from the HVAC unit and into the bedroom. So I just finished up here at my good friend, my client's house, and it went really well today. She's super pleased. I was able to block a lot of geopathic stress lines, including a couple psychic stress lines. and I'm really looking forward to hearing how this sets in over the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna come back in about 3 weeks, right around the new moon, and check over everything and see how her experience has been. I'm looking forward to hearing about her improved quality of sleep, improved focus during her work in her home office, and many other things. So thanks y'all for tuning in and checking out this little dowsing session that I did today. I really look forward to putting together some more of these films for you guys, a couple tutorials. If you enjoyed what you saw today, check out my pages, my Substack. I post a lot of cool articles, and look forward to connecting with you all. So have a blessed day. I'll talk to you again soon.